Sometimes there are things that just fit each other. They're meant to be together and work perfectly that way. This is especially true in the world of guns, where there are rifles specifically developed to fit a certain cartridge and cartridges developed for certain guns. Of course, you might be tempted to try the one or the other without its better half, and it might work. However, keeping them the way they are meant to work just gives you the best performance in whatever way you're looking for, be it precision, ballistics, and terminal performance. Number 10. Marlin 1895 and the 4570 Government. The 4570 started its career as a black powder cartridge. Looking back on a long, long life, it has almost gone extinct. Then Marlin introduced their 1895 lever action in 1972. This great round got its second chance. Since then, it's been increasingly popular in the shooter community. It comes with outstanding performance levels and became the most respected cartridge for lever action rifles. Starting for the Trapdoor Springfield and Sharp's Buffalo rifles, it's now seen as a true lever action cartridge and nothing else. As such, it's just cool to shoot and great for hunting. Owing its modern-day success to the Marlin 1895, it's just natural to combine this cartridge with this rifle. Number 9. Steyr Scout Rifle and the 308 Winchester. When you look at this combination, you might want to think that there are a ton of other guns chambering this round. So why those two? The answer is pretty simple. The 308 Winchester is the best general-purpose cartridge ever invented. The Steyr Scout Rifle is the best general-purpose rifle ever invented. Putting them together just makes for the best general-purpose combination there ever was. 308 Winchester gives you the performance of the 30-06 without being that big and heavy, and also without the recoil. You can also take down big game. It's widely available all over the world. Scout rifle concept was developed by Jeff Cooper, looking for a general-purpose rifle that could do all while being light to be carried around all day. It had to be reliable, and should mount a scope with a long eye relief and backup iron sights. The Steyr Scout rifle was developed to make this concept a reality, and it's just natural to mate it with the 30-08. Number 8. AR-15 and the 223 Remington. The 223 Remington and the quite similar 5.56x45mm NATO are being shot through a great variety of guns. This includes assault rifles as well as machine guns, scout rifles, and even the one or other marksman rifle. At the same time, the AR-15 itself is not shy when it comes to ammo. You can have it also in 308 and 300 Blackout. There are long-range cartridges, cartridges for big game, and of course rounds for varmint. As if this is not enough, there are more and more rounds added that can be fed through this impressive gun. Be it as they may, it's the 223 Remington that you think of when you hear AR-15. These two are linked, and that's no coincidence. It was the AR-15 and the version made by Colt for the military known as the M16 and its derivatives that made this little round famous and used worldwide. Sure, not everyone loves or even likes this combination, but the majority of shooters, be it hunters, sport shooters, or someone in need to defend his home, who keep this combination popular. If you think about it, there's nothing much to be said against it. The AR-15 comes with great ergonomics, accuracy, low weight, and quite acceptable prices. The 223 Remington fits it not only perfectly, it allows for a great ammo capacity and ammo load for the shooter without being too heavy. It's cheap and shows a good terminal performance. What more can you want? Number 7. Winchester Model 94 and the 3030 Winchester. The Winchester Model 94 is a lever-action gun, and as such already a thing of beauty. Being a real cowboy rifle and featured in countless movies, you can just not imagine these good old times without somebody either carrying a Winchester Model 94 or one of its predecessors. At the same time, the 3030 Winchester is a cartridge that has been fired from a great variety of rifles, bolt-action guns, pump guns, single shots, and even the occasional handgun. However, when it comes to it, it's just around for a lever-action rifle. Simple and straight as that. In fact, this round is associated with lever-action rifles so much that it's almost assumed that every lever gun is chambered in 3030. Speaking of lever-action rifles, there's also quite a few that are chambered this round. From Marlin, there's the 336. Henry has it for its side gate lever guns. However, if you look for the best combination of cartridge and gun, it is just the Winchester Model 94. Number 6. Marlin Model 60 and the 22 Long Rifle. The 22 Long Rifle is a cartridge that has been fired in a plethora of rifles, pistols, and revolvers. But there is one gun that is just perfect with this little fellow. This is the Marlin Model 60 that has been owned by 11 million shooters throughout its existence. Why this rifle? It's easy to carry, meaning it's convenient. It's tube-fed, so no hustle with losing mags. It is semi-automatic, making it fast to shoot, and it has been widely used to hunt squirrels. Last but not least, it can be had in a variety of configurations. You can choose it exactly to your personal preferences. In the end, there is the fact that it is a rifle of the past. After Ruger took over Marlin, it's not sure if there will be a new Model 60. This adds a little bit of nostalgia for those who grew up with this gun. Number 5. Remington Model 7 and the 260 Remington. The 260 Remington is a fantastic cartridge. However, it does not get the popularity it deserves, as the 6.5 Creedmoor is stealing the attention. This little round was introduced in 1997 at target range and made a name for itself, and it's great for deer hunting. It brings a good punch with relatively low recoil and very good ballistics. Still, today it's mostly seen as a round for long-distance target shooting, but there are more and more hunters using it as well. In the Remington Model 7, it brings its best performance flatten what you want to shoot or ringing steel at long ranges. Number 4. Winchester Model 70 Sporter and the 270 Winchester. The 270 Winchester has been called the most iconic big game cartridge of all time, and rightly so. This round has done it all, and that for by now 99 years. Granted, it's not quite as popular as the 30-06 overall. It's the most popular cartridge when it comes to big game hunting and as a round that does not have a military heritage. When you think of the 270, immediately Jack O'Connor comes to mind in his Winchester Model 70. But it is true that there are many other bolt-action rifles that chamber this round. It's the Winchester Model 70 Sporter that fits the 270 Winchester best. Number 3. Springfield Armory Waypoint 2020 and the 6.5 Creedmoor. Intended as a long-range cartridge, it became wonder round in the shooter community. There's almost no positive characteristic that is not attributed to this cartridge, no matter if true or not, or even actually possible. The mass is just like the 6.5 Creedmoor. Truth be told, it does have some great abilities, but you need to stay within its limits. Some see it as the killer of the 260 Remington, which is true in the sense of popularity. However, it does have one real advantage over its competitor, and that is its availability. There's a great variety of rounds available, making it, in fact, a crossover cartridge that can be used very well for hunting and for target shooting. The Springfield Armory Waypoint 2020 is a rifle that brings the accuracy needed for a cartridge like the 6.5 Creedmoor. It's also perfect for either ringing steel or going hunting, making it the perfect fit. Number 2. Kimber Classic Select Grade and the 257 Roberts. The 257 Roberts was legitimized by Remington in the year 1934. It never had a real breakthrough in the sense of great popularity, but is also not a cartridge to just disappear. Instead, it's here to stay. It was originally intended to serve as a varmint cartridge to be used at long ranges. In this role, it's often seen as the best varmint and deer cartridge of all times. Also called Bob, after its inventor Ned Roberts, it's at least got recognized by all bolt-action manufacturers as they released at least one rifle chambered in it one time or the other. Nowadays, it's Kimber. The rifle sports classic lines, beautiful wood, and a black fore-end tip. This gun is every bit made for the 257 Roberts. Number 1. Remington Model 700 and the 7mm Remington Magnum. The Remington Model 700 is not just chambered for the 7mm Remington Magnum. It was introduced together with this round. In 1962, this combination came as a wonder to the shooter of this time, and has been so until today. While there's clearly some hype when it comes to the 6.5 Creedmoor, the Remington Model 700 shooting the 7mm Remington Magnum are not much different. Speaking to those who swear on it, it just has capabilities comparable of that of artillery. It shoots far, hits every target, and flattens everything in its path. Thinking about it, this is not even that far from the truth. These are 10 perfect rifle and cartridge combinations. If you can think of another one, hey, please put it into the comments.